I just tried filming this video and it didn't work. I'm so scared and I'm so nervous to do this, but for some reason I've had this sense of urgency for the past day or two to film this video and to get it out there, and I don't know why, but I guess it's just time for me to share this part of my life with you. I truly feel like I was put on this planet to really help people, and for me, if I am gonna help people to my full capacity and be able to help a lot of different people going through a lot of different things, I think I have to be honest with you about a lot of the aspects of my life and share some stuff with you that I normally wouldn't have. So I guess part of my life that I haven't really talked to you guys about is that I'm bisexual. And it freaks me out saying that, it scares me, but I feel like it really is time to talk about that part of my life. So let me go through and talk about my history and my experience with this and kind of tell you how everything has happened in my life that's led up to this point. So at a very young age, I heard the word gay and I knew that there was a negative association with it. People were grossed out by that word. People used it as an insult. I knew what it was. I knew that it meant two boys liking each other, and that's basically all that I knew about it. And that was at a very young age, so automatically I heard that word and I just felt like it was a bad thing. Fast forward to 5th grade, when I found out that I was attracted to guys. There was a video or an image or something on TV and it showed two guys kissing, and I got very excited and stressed, and just this huge realization dropped on me that I was gay or I was into guys, and that scared me so bad because from such a young age I knew that that was a bad thing and I knew what the word meant, but then tying it to myself and saying that maybe that I am gay or into guys or whatever scared the crap out of me. So I immediately panicked. I started throwing up, and this is such an intense thing to go through at such a young age, but I started throwing up. I didn't go to school for 3 days. I was just sick to my stomach, and at that age, in 5th grade, I made a promise to myself that I was never going to tell anyone because it wasn't okay, obviously. I feel like I didn't have anyone to go to. I feel like I didn't have anyone to talk to because I was raised LDS. My family was LDS or Mormon or whatever you want to call it. And in that religion, being gay isn't something that is a normal thing. So I feel like I really didn't have anyone to go to, and it scared me. And I think that was such a crazy thing for me to go through at such a young age. But I did it. I just promised myself that I would never tell anyone. Growing up, I always had things that were kind of different about me. I had more feminine qualities. I didn't like sports. I didn't like the typical manly man things. I was into the Spice Girls at a young age. I just liked different things. I didn't do anything that a normal guy would do. And after the fact that I knew I was into guys, I knew that I also had to cover that up as much as possible. So I immediately started denying myself of any of my wants of things that I truly liked and enjoyed. I denied myself of those if they seemed girly in any way. So I immediately forced myself to start playing Legos. I started to join a basketball team even though I hated it. I just knew that I had to do whatever it took to appear as manly as possible, and I feel like that also wasn't a healthy thing for me to go through because I was denying myself of the things that I really liked, and I would do anything to make sure that no one would find this out. And so from there I entered middle school and high school, and I started getting bullied a ton because apparently my efforts to cover up this part of myself and hide this part of myself weren't good enough, and people could still pick up on the fact that I was more feminine. So I got made fun of all the time. I got publicly humiliated. I got bullied to no end, and that was also another really hard thing for me to go through. And this is just at such a young age. This is middle school, and then all through high school, this happened to me, and people in my community and my culture were so against anything that had to do with gay or bisexual or anything like that. And it was really, really scary to feel so alone and feel like I had no one that I could go to because I was so worried about what people would think, and I didn't want people to be right. I didn't want them to know that they would be right, that that they were right about me being into guys. I promised myself I would never tell anyone, so I just went through middle school and high school. I ignored them. I ignored that part of myself. I knew it was there. I knew it was a thing, and I had accepted it. I wasn't okay with it. I was mad at myself. I didn't like that part of myself, but I knew that it was a thing, and I had accepted that that's how I was. Through middle school, I was really confused because I didn't know that there was such thing as liking guys and being attracted to guys, and then also liking girls and being attracted to girls, because through middle school I had like crushes on girls. I had girlfriends, and like I'd go and hang out at their house and I'd have so much fun and I really enjoyed it, but I was so confused because I'm like, wait, but I'm also attracted to guys. Like I have crushes on guys and I have like this feeling, so how does that work? Like how's that all supposed to tie in? I was just so confused, and I thought that I was gay, but then I was also attracted to girls and I was so confused. And so from there, fast forward up to high school, I had a best friend, Lindsay, and we started to really like each other, and we started to date, and we had so much fun, and we ended up getting very serious. And so from there I was thinking in my head, and this is probably at 16, I was thinking in my head, okay, this is going to be perfect because I can just get married to her, we can have a family, I can live happily ever after, I'm not going to tell anyone, I don't have to tell anyone, it's okay. And I was still denying that part of myself and hiding it from the world. And things started going serious, and another year went by without telling her, another year went by, and I just kept getting myself deeper and deeper into this relationship that I loved. I was in love with her. I really like enjoyed my time with her, but I also wasn't being fully honest, and I was digging myself into this deep dark hole of getting intertwined in this relationship and getting so close. We ended up moving in together, and we talked about marriage and kids, and we just really thought that we were going to be together forever. And so after about 4 years of being together, I started feeling really guilty. I started to know that I had to tell her, and I eventually told her. I said, Lindsay, I think I might be attracted to guys. And I'm so freaking grateful because she was the first person that I ever told, and for her to be okay with it and accepting and loving of me. And like, it's hard because she's the one who should be the most mad. She should be most upset because we had like all these plans for ourselves in the future, and she was closest to me, and she didn't know this whole other side of myself. And for her to be loving and accepting, even though she's the one who shouldn't be, when I feel like I wasted a big part of her life, it was like really freaking cool to know that I was gonna be okay and that I had done something really big for myself. And I don't want to cry. I think it's so stupid when people cry during these videos, but I just was so grateful to know that I was gonna be okay. I had told someone, and that it actually turned out better than I thought, and I was so relieved, and like so much had been just like taken off of my chest. So we continued to make our relationship work for another year. We were happy, we were doing good, we went to counseling. After about 5 years of being together, I decided that I wanted to move out to Los Angeles to do this whole acting thing, this whole entertainment industry thing, and she was planning on coming, so she was gonna move out after I moved out. So I moved out first. We stayed together for a couple of months after I got out here, and we were both talking, and we both decided that we needed to explore the world apart from each other, and she should go experience different things, I should go experience different things. And it was at this point that I decided that I wanted to explore this other side of me and see what that was all like. So I went on dates with guys, I dated somebody, I did that whole thing of being in a relationship with a guy. At this point I was like, okay, I'm for sure bisexual. I like both, I'm attracted to both, and for me, a person is a person, and I just want to interact with a person for who they are and fall in love with their personality. Whether it's a guy or a girl, I don't care. I just knew that I wanted to grow up being as happy as possible, and I wanted to be with someone who made me a happy person. And so from that point, after being able to experience both sides of what that's like, that's when I truly decided, okay, I don't care who it's with, I just want to be happy. And so for me to be able to experience that was a huge shift for me, because for so long I wasn't sure how that all tied in together, how it worked with being attracted to both. And I felt a lot better like accepting that it's okay to be attracted to both male and female, and that I was completely fine and normal just how I was. So after that I started telling other people that were close to me. I told my close friends, my family, and it's tricky because my family is pretty religious. I think that might have a huge effect on how they handle things. It wasn't great at first, I'll be honest. It wasn't great at first, but now a year or two after the fact of telling them, I'm to a place where I'm so insanely close with my family. I know that they love me unconditionally. We both probably didn't handle it in the best way, but I'm just like so grateful that now I know they love me unconditionally, that I can go to them for anything, and we're in a really good place. And all of my family members, all of my close friends, they all love me, they all are accepting of me, and it's just so nice to know that I have people that are there for me, that care about me and love me unconditionally, and that I can let go of this huge burden that was on me, and that I can be free and be myself, fully who I am. So now, with all that being said, it takes me to today where I have people that watch my content, the content that I produce. They watch my videos, they interact with me, and I have a special bond with you guys. A lot of you I haven't even met, and I feel connected to you, I feel close to you, I feel like I care about you, and I feel like you care about me, and you watch everything I do. And it was so scary for me to think about posting this video. I went through the whole thing that I've been going through my whole life. What are they gonna think? What if they hate me? What if they stop watching my stuff? What if they unsubscribe? What if they think I'm an idiot or a liar or ingenuine? All this stuff was going through my head, and I was like, honestly, I just need to do this for me. I want to be able to be myself fully. I want to be who I am fully and not have to filter myself for once in my life. I want to be able to get to a point where I can help people, and I feel like in order to do that I need to be fully who I am. I need to be truthful with you guys. I need to be honest. I need to be completely me, all the time, to be able to make a difference in other people's lives. I need to be honest with myself, I need to be honest with you guys, and that's what I'm trying to do. My biggest thing for me is I hate the idea of labeling myself. It's like I want to be known for the difference I make and the people I help and who I am on the inside. I think that's all that matters, and I never would ever want to label myself in any way, so I didn't ever think of making a huge video to make a big deal about it, because it's like, yeah, I'm bisexual, but that's not all there is to me. There's so much more to me, and I don't want to just be defined by that label. I want to be known as a person who's caring and loving and a genuine good person with a good heart who wants to help people and who's making a difference in the world. And I'm so sorry if I'm rambling or not making sense, or if this is confusing in any way. I'm scared to death right now, and I'm trying to do the best I can to portray everything that I'm trying to say and what I'm feeling, and I'm trying to put it into words in the best way possible. It's just it's really scary. So with all that being said, I want you guys to know that if you're experiencing anything like this, where you feel like you have to hide who you are, or you have to be a certain way to meet up to people's standards, or anything like that, if you're hiding anything, if you're feeling scared or lost, just know that it's gonna be okay. And I went through a lot of crazy stuff, and that I'm okay, and I'm so grateful for everything I went through. I'm grateful that I went through bullying, because I think without those experiences and those hard times, I wouldn't be who I am today, and I feel like I am a much stronger person than I would have been if I didn't have those experiences. So just know that you're gonna be okay, you're gonna be fine, and it's honestly the best thing ever to be able to be fully who you are, embrace who you are, and to be able to love every single part of yourself. Even if other people don't like those parts of yourself, if you can truly love everything about you, whether it's weird or crazy or different, that's such a good place to get to if you can get yourself to that point. And I think I'm finally starting to get there, and I'm excited, and I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to be able to live for once without having to filter or hide anything. That's gonna be so nice, and I'm so excited, and I want everyone else to feel that same way. I want you guys to all feel free and not have to worry at all. I truly am sincerely grateful for you guys. I'm sincerely grateful for my family, my close friends, and everything that I've gone through, and I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I'm super glad that I was able to make this video and share with you what I went through, what I'm going through, and I hope it made sense. I hope I got everything out that I wanted to. I hope I wasn't just rambling on, and I hope it wasn't confusing. Most of all though, I love you guys. I'm grateful for you, and I guess I will just see you next week for another video. Thank you so much for all you guys do, and I will talk to you guys later.